Hey, hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Capricorns, let's take a look at the Lion Gate portal message. Now, bear in mind the Lion's Gate portal is technically the 8-8 portal, but we're kind of already in the energy flow of that. So it's the alignment of Sirius, the dog star, along with Orion's belt, along with Earth, along with the sun. So kind of like a lovely alignment of maybe enhanced energy, something that would lift our spirits, something that would energize, maybe bring new inspirational downloads, uploads from the cosmos. So we'll take a look and we have peace, card 23. That's a great way to start. We have this little egg that could potentially hatch right about now. And we have this person's face on the egg, which speaks to me of like a rebirth. So we may have a sense of well-being, a sense of, oh my gosh, I feel like I've washed away all kinds of, old memories. I feel like I've washed myself clean of many different, old ideas, old experiences. We have an 8 of Wands in the reverse. This could be that Capricorn is going to be no longer taking action, no longer trying to communicate, possibly to a fire sign if there has not been anything more than conflict. Ace of Pentacles. I think that Capricorn is redirecting their energy toward avenues, people, places, things, activities that actually make them happy. Why keep trying to negotiate with someone who doesn't want to negotiate? Why keep trying to find peace and calm with somebody who doesn't have the same, desire or perspective or, investment in that same idea? If someone doesn't want peace and calm, you can't really give it to them. They're not going to accept it, even if you hand it on a platter. So instead, I think that Capricorn, I don't know, I want to say Cancerian. Maybe there's a Cancerian behind this door. I don't know, but it feels like Capricorn is ready to go ahead and knock on a new door. Even this door looks more beautiful, more peaceful, more, I don't know, just serene. This could literally be Capricorn saying, I think I'm going to move. You know what? I'm done working in this environment, this city, living, toiling to make my life here. I would rather change gears and go to a different place. 4 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. This almost feels to me like Capricorn could be choosing to like work for themselves, just because we have the 4 of Wands and we have a duplicate individual here. This is sometimes about, where we put our effort and energy. If Capricorn, by the way, I almost said Scorpio just now. So Capricorn, I have no idea why. What keeps wanting to spit out of my mouth is water sign energies, right? Cancer and Scorpio I want to talk about. And frankly, we don't have any water here at all. So I think that's really strange. But with that 4 of Wands, I think Capricorn is like very creative and they have great ideas on what they want to invest in. And it's like, what is behind door number 1? Capricorn is what's behind door number 1. Capricorn's own, unique ideas and abilities and the things that they would like to do and the things that they do really well. That's already out there for Capricorn. Capricorn has like a wealth of ideas and opportunities. And I think instead of like, let's give a scenario. Let's say, by the way, we could still be talking about bosses here, business oriented things. I kind of feel like if Capricorn has been struggling to make somebody else believe in their vision and somebody just doesn't, I think that the Capricorn saying, you know what? I believe in my vision. So let me go ahead and invest in my vision. Let me go ahead and, just start working on the stuff that I need to work on. Instead of needing to sell my idea to somebody else to get them on board, why don't I just start doing it myself? I can be my own boss on whatever this is. I mean, maybe this is a side hustle that Capricorn wants to turn into a real business. Maybe it has to do with art. We have somebody like with all these beautiful prints hanging on their walls. I mean, this could be Capricorn saying, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and build myself a website. I'm going to go ahead and get something started, even if I don't have big backers, even if other people don't believe in my vision, I do. And it's a labor of love anyway. It's something that I want to do for me. So I'm all in. I'm going to follow my higher self. And it seems like as soon as Capricorn puts their energy towards something that they care about, It's like their little heart is at peace. Their little soul is like, yeah, this is what I wanted to do. This feels nice. This is what I wanted. Me. This is my thing. Yeah, I can do this for me. We got a Page of Swords upright. Now, guess what? People are going to start to want to know, hey, Capricorn, what are you doing over there? Hey, this is interesting. I think Capricorn has needed to like just start doing the thing that they needed to do. Maybe they wanted to decorate a house, a room in their house in like very vibrant colors or something, and other people couldn't see the vision. And Capricorn's like, look, I'm done trying to explain it. I'm just going to go spruce it up the way I want to. Now other people are like, wow, that's really cool. How'd you do that? Or like I said, if this is like a side hustle, it keeps kind of feeling like it could be work related. And it's something that is unique that only Capricorn has the vision for. Only Capricorn has the skill set to do whatever this is. You know, all of us have our own unique individual perception. If you've ever gone to one of those paint and sip classes, you know, everybody's there and they're all supposed to be painting the same, you know, whatever, like a beach scene. And you would assume, since you're all standing there at your little easels and the teacher is showing you, you know, what colors to use and, you know, how much of a horizon to create, you would assume that everybody's painting will look the same. And at the end of those classes, you walk around and nobody's paintings look the same. The elements are there. The distribution is totally different. Everybody has a slightly different vision of the world. So no matter what, I think Capricorn has some vision that is particularly unique though, and nobody else could have envisioned it the way Capricorn is bringing it to life. Maybe this is a wardrobe choice. Maybe this is, like I said, the way they want to decorate their home, or maybe a business that they couldn't get other people to back. I don't know that I think that this is about romance. If it were, it's like Capricorn is swearing off romance for a hot minute, at least during this 8-8 portal, and saying, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on me. And guess what? Now people are staring like, who's that Capricorn? It's so crazy how when people don't want to like invest or pay attention, and then we go, you know what? I'm washing my hands of this. Doesn't even matter. I'm just going to do me. All of a sudden, that's when people are like, ooh, who's that? I'm so interested. It's kind of like feeding cats. You know how cats basically don't want to eat any of the 5 different items you laid down for them in their bowls. But then if you're eating a sandwich, they'll rush up and be like, ooh, your breath smells amazing. What's that? Can I get a bite of that? And you're like, you got to be kidding me. You have 5 different patés. You've got dry food. You've got, you know, tuna. You've got literally patés of, you know, the finest. And you want my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh, you know, it just feels like that's the equivalent of this. I don't know. I'm not saying that Capricorn would be snooty and be like, well, too late. I'm turning my back. I'm not interested in you anymore. But I do think Capricorn is finding some tremendous like sense of satisfaction and personal gratification in doing it themselves, doing whatever they need to do for themselves, doing that. And they do kind of sit here like, you know what? Actually, I don't need other investors. Turns out the business I'm building by myself with nobody's help, it's actually going better, and I love being solely in charge of it. I don't actually need other people to, you know, get on board with me. I'm really content with the direction I'm going, and I see out into my horizon. Or you know what? I didn't really have somebody who wanted to interact with me, so I went ahead and moved on. I left that relationship behind. I've been loving myself. I've been taking care of me. I've been working out at my gym. I've been loving on me. And it doesn't matter that now they're attracted to me. Now they would like another shot with me. I'm loving the direction that my life is going without factoring them in. It just feels like this is Capricorn following their true higher purpose, is what this particular fictional story says. We've got a Capricorn very attuned to their, actually, hang on, since that was the Hierophant, then that's the connection to the higher self and really dedicating ourselves to something that we believe in. Let me ask about what chakra, because lots of times I think about that as like the crown chakra being really opened, but we have the crown chakra. We also have the third eye. So we have a 7 of coins and we have the Hanged Man. So that crown chakra, like I said, I associate that typically with that Hierophant card. This says long-term, like maybe Capricorn has known for a long time that they have wanted to do certain things. This is about delaying until the moment was right, listening to their intuition, seeing things from a different perspective. I mean, to put it simply, this whole storyline has one very consistent message, which is Capricorn can do it themselves. Capricorn has this talent. Capricorn has the skills. Capricorn's life, forgive me for being so blunt, but Capricorn's life is better, as it turns out, without whomever they had to struggle to try to interact with. I mean, look at this. This is like Capricorn's been standing there trying to get somebody to pay attention, trying, every day standing there hoping that somebody pays attention. And finally Capricorn's like, why am I trying to get their attention? I have a lot to say. I have a lot to offer, but I shouldn't have to do, this patience game with trying to get somebody to pay attention to me and interact or, collaborate with me. Honestly, I don't need that person's attention after all. I already know where to put my attention, and that is on my life, my future, my happiness, my well-being, my, where I want my life to blossom and grow. And I think Capricorn really does have a sense of peace and a sense of love in their heart and well-being, but I don't see them needing somebody to now step in, especially not that person from the past if this was about a lover, or they especially don't seem to need investors to come in and now be like, oh wow, this is great. They don't need other people to support them. They really love being in charge of the direction things are going right now. And I just think that that is the sense of peace. Like, oh my God, it feels so much better to express myself without having to try to persuade someone else to get on board with what I'm doing, what I'm thinking. Tell me about that Queen of Cups energy. We have got the Ten of Pentacles, huge satisfaction, Ace of Cups, immense like self-love. So I see financial success. I see love. We have the Hierophant again, and we have the Lovers. Okay, so there will be another person on the horizon for Capricorn. There will be another lover, possibly a Gemini, possibly Taurus. Taurus is coming in strong in this storyline, right? We've had Taurus twice now with that Hierophant twice. This also could be happening soon because we have Year of the Snake, and you notice we actually have the serpents wrapping around each other and then going all the way up and around, this high priest's head and, garment. It feels like I think Capricorn needed to stop looking in one direction with somebody who was always at odds with Capricorn, was never really seeing the vision, was never really making a contribution. And as Capricorn turns away from, trying to get somebody on board, starts to just focus on making themselves happy, it changes their entire landscape of their life, changes their perspective of what does make them happy. It starts to yield real results of like tangible success. See, now I'm starting to think, did Capricorn have a partner that didn't believe in their vision for a career path and getting rid of or leaving or, walking away from a connection of the heart where that person didn't support Capricorn's dreams? Not only does Capricorn start to have real success in making their dreams come true, but they overall feel happier, but it also allows them to meet someone totally different, somebody that would truly support Capricorn. I'm wondering if maybe deep down Capricorn has always known that somebody was basically their blockage, their stumbling block. Remember that egg? Capricorn had to be reborn. Everything here just says Capricorn is fully embracing the fact that as they let go of we'll say a potential lover who wasn't very supportive, now we see a growth in everything, in Capricorn's happiness, in their career path, and it allows them to meet somebody that I think is much more suited to them. Let me just ask briefly, that person who is still spying on Capricorn or is suddenly spying on Capricorn, like, hey, where'd you go? What are you doing? Oh, wow, it looks like you're doing the thing that I told you shouldn't do. It looks like you're damn good at it. Tell me about them. Page of Swords. That could have been a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Got to be kidding me. So we have this Eight of Pentacles sideways. Well, hey, I don't know if they're going to try to want to take a little bit of credit. Like, hey, you talked to me about doing that, like that was whatever you're being successful in. Hey, Capricorn, like that should have been the two of us doing that together. I think the whole point was there was no support. We have them crying foul. I'm brokenhearted. Hey, Capricorn, remember we're soulmates. I should be back with you now. This is so weird. This is somebody who wants to position themselves as if they're the right match for Capricorn. Hey, we were together. We were supposed to be so good together. Now I'm brokenhearted because you walked away from me. It's like it doesn't register that maybe Capricorn had to walk away because there was no real collaboration, but now they're trying to pretend like they were totally on board, because we have these two lions here, supposedly both protecting the lamb. But I think this is a hard sell even for them, because this card's sideways. It's like, hey, we were partners. And it's like, okay, but maybe that's not entirely true, because I was pretty much always shooting down ideas that Capricorn had. But it's really not very nice that Capricorn walked away from you when we were supposed to be partners. They definitely want a second chance, but I feel like they're going to try a manipulation tactic in this. I mean, that's what those cards said to me. It doesn't matter. We've seen, now it makes sense to me why we saw Capricorn sitting here with their back fairly straight saying, I'm looking into my future. I'm not looking into my past. I don't see Capricorn taking somebody back into their world that are closing a chapter with, and then they're seeing all this success as they invest in themselves, as they invest in the things that they care about. And I think, again, deep down, Capricorn always knew that in order to move forward with the plans that they have, with the path that is truly right for them, they were always going to have to leave behind a connection that was not truly supportive. That's what I see here. And it is bringing Capricorn to a future that is filled with success, genuine happiness, and a new lover. I mean, I'm not saying all that happens, right in the Lion's Gate, but I think that the awareness of, I think it's time to let myself have this rebirth. I feel like that's maybe what the energetic awareness is from that higher self. Like I would say the Hierophant and the crown chakra energy is what the big message is here during this Lion's Gate portal of a sense of awareness. And this could have all happened in the past for our character. This could have already played out. And it's just they're now recognizing wow, the reason my life is getting so much better is because I, decided to leave something behind in the past that I really knew that I needed to. And now look at where I am today. Look at the things that are starting to blossom for me. We could look at it like that also. But it just looks like a doorway to a better life is open now for Capricorn. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for giving it a thumbs up. Thanks for giving it a hello.